Hi everyone, and hi Yasmin. Today Yasmin is our highlights for the collaborators on the Becoming Adomaa project. Yasmin is a dancer and choreographer and puts sprinkles of her touch on the project. So we want to have a quick chat with her. But before we do that, how have you been doing? How have you been doing?
I've been good. I've been low key, just working, living, trying to stay happy and healthy. So yeah, I've been good.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so I'll just get right into it. But before that, I just want to say thank you for taking time out to just have this quick chat.
First,
Yeah. How did you come to be part of the Becoming Adoma project?
Calf, your manager and like frequent
Yeah.
reached out to me
Yeah.
and said he was a fan of my work and thought that I would be great to choreograph for You Used to Love Me specifically. And once I heard it, I was like, yes, of course. And it's interesting because I was technically in hiatus at the time, so I wasn't
Right.
really accepting any new jobs or any new
Oh.
collaborations. Yeah, but once I heard the song, I was like, oh yeah, I have to do this one. So,
Oh.
so that's how that happened. Yeah, and I'm grateful to Kath and to you for writing the song, of course. But yeah, it was nice to feel creative again because the song really inspired me in that way.
Yeah, yeah, and it was also nice because I used to dance, but like I stopped dancing a long time ago, and I wouldn't even say I'm good now because like yeah, that was a very long time. It was like almost like a whole completely different life. But seeing the choreography and just trying to you know rehearse it and get the movements and all of that. I mean, it felt reminiscent of the times I used to dance, and it actually felt good.
Yeah,
I considered for 2 seconds going back to dancing, but I'm not too sure. But it was fun. It was fun in that moment, and yeah, and it added a lot of depth and a lot of meaning to the song as well. So I'm really grateful that you were part of it in that way.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
really,
I
really grateful.
appreciate that it made you feel the way it did as well. And I hope you go back to dancing because when
Ha!
when I saw when I saw your take on it, I was like, oh wow, like I like how you put your own spin on it, and it looked
Yeah.
really good. And I was like, Aduma should do more like dancing.
Ha!
Like yeah,
I'll, I'll think very heavily about it. So, yeah, but it was fun. It was fun doing that.
I'm
So
glad.
I just wanted to show a little snippet of your rehearsal before we go back into talking about it, so people will know exactly what we're talking about. Not my spin, your spin, because you
Sure.
see. All right.
Your roses hang on my wall, wilting steadily from the core. You took back your applause. So who am I here for?
Yay! So cool. I wish I could. Anyway, yeah, we'll get back into it. But yeah, how long did it take you to come up with the routine, the dance routine? Like, what was
Um,
the process?
it was pretty fast. Like I said, when I heard the song, I was like, oh, like I could feel like the ideas flushing in.
Yeah.
Probably took me maybe like half a day just to
Oh,
yeah just to figure out what I wanted like to convey because your vocals and the lyrics like express a lot of emotion, so I wanted
yeah.
to make sure that came across physically and like in expression. So yeah, it took me about half a day because I was really excited to do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it came fairly quickly. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. I'm honored that it didn't take that long, considering the fact that you mentioned that you are taking a break for a while from it. So yeah, that's really cool.
I'm gonna say I hadn't
Oh,
danced for 4 years before that. Like,
wow.
yeah. So like as soon as I heard it and everything just came to me, I was like, yeah, I need to do this one. Yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool. So can you take us through your thought process? Some of the things that was going through your head when you came to like figuring out what exact movement you were going to incorporate into the dance? Just the thought process, basically.
Yeah. So my background is in hip hop, contemporary, and Afro beats. And
Okay.
when I heard the music, it immediately like brought back my contemporary dance. So I was like, okay, that's the kind of expression I want to do. So I'm telling a story through my body. Um,
Yeah.
and I could resonate with the lyrics because the reason why I was on hiatus is because I was struggling to figure out my identity in dance, and also like I had a peak in my career where I was really popular and starting to feel like people were expecting things from me that I wasn't ready to give,
Right.
which is basically what the song is saying.
Yes.
So I wanted to express that like internal turmoil between like wanting to please but also not feeling ready to please, and also how that manifests physically and you feel like you're breaking down, because I'm like you do have emotional breakdowns when these things happen, because
Yeah.
beyond it being fun and a talent is like it's your life, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted that kind of anguish to show through in the movement, um, and I hope that came across.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
that was the motivation for that. Is just showing struggle and anguish and like mental distress, but also beautiful lines in the body and in the arms and in the legs. So yeah.
All right, so just this is very very short. So the last question I wanted to ask is, I want to assume you've listened to the full project. Do you have a favorite song, or are you more biased because you worked on this particular one?
So my initial favorite was this one, and then
Yeah,
because I heard it before the project came out, obviously. But
yeah.
once the project came out, I think like everyone, Smoke and Mirrors
Oh man,
is a hit.
right.
Yeah. Also like the dexterity in your vocals and like I don't know, it's just such a beautiful song. So thank you for giving us that. That
Thank
whole
you.
project in general, like thank you for it because it's a very beautiful project, and I feel like because I had a similar story to you, I could relate very much, and it felt like
Yeah.
some of the songs were like written for me in a way.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
thank
It's really, I feel like it's really, really interesting that a lot of people I've been talking to have said similar things. Like they felt part of the reasons they were able to connect so and put so much passion and dedication into the things that they brought into the project was because they could resonate and they could relate. And
you.
it's funny because when we were conceptualizing and making the project, it didn't at least not mine, it didn't cross my mind that that is what it was going to be. So it's always very special to feel like the people that are working on a project with you, we
Mhm.
almost like we are on the same page because like we almost have the same, the same story almost. And
Yeah.
it just makes it even more special, and makes it easier for people to connect when it eventually comes out, which is what the feedback has been. So I'm really, really, really grateful
Yeah.
that I we had you on this, and definitely looking forward to more. Maybe I would hit you up to actually start to dance again. Maybe I'll think
I'll be
I'll
waiting for the call.
I'll
Like
think I'll think heavily about it. But yeah, I really, really appreciate your time and the effort spent into this, and looking forward to more projects, and wishing you all the best on the other
thank
things that you're working on as well. Yeah.
thank you. I'm grateful to you as well again for giving us this project, and it's been lovely talking to you.
Yeah,
Um,
see.
and looking forward to possibly working together again. So I'd love
Yeah.
to do it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much. Have a
Yeah,
good day.
you too. Bye.
All right, bye.